this tutorial I'm going to go over how to do a multivariable linear program in a word problem format. So the first thing that we're going to do is find our variables. So we can do this one of two ways. If we read the first sentence, it says 3 electrical products that they produce. So those are going to be our variables. Also, if we look down here, we can see that there's profit. So kind of look for the numbers or the dollar signs, and we see that there's profit associated with them. So we know right away that we're going to produce LED TVs, plasma TVs, and LCD TVs, and we're going to maximize our profit. Okay, so now we just put the profit associated with each of them. So we're going to have 1200 for LED, 950 for plasma, and then 1050 for LCD. So now we're going to go get our constraints. So if we keep reading, we see that they all require certain amount of wiring, drilling, and materials. So those are going to be some of our constraints and materials. So now if we read the next sentence, we see that each LED TV takes up a certain amount of hours of wiring, drilling, and then some material. So we're just going to put those in next to the LED TV. So it's 30, 15, and then 10. And these actually need to go down one. And this is why I have you label them, so you know which one corresponds to what. So now we go to plasma and we see 25, 9, and 20. And LCD is 27, 12, and 12. So if we do out our left hand side sine, right hand side, and slack, now we need to figure out the sign associated with each constraint. So during the next production period, there are 16,000 amount of hours of wiring, 8,000 hours of drilling, and 10,000 pounds of materials. And those are all available, so it's going to be less than or equal to for all of them. Okay, so next we see that TV Corp wants to produce 3 times more LED TVs than plasma. So if we go here, we can kind of write that out. So 3 LED equal to 1 plasma is kind of how it would be written. So now we would want to put both of those variables on one side of the equal sign. So I'm just going to subtract plasma from both sides. So we can get 3 LED minus 1 plasma equals 0. So now we're just going to do this over here. So LED to plasma. So what's going to be 3 negative 1 because it's minus 1 right here. And that's going to be equal to 0. And then that's how that'd be written out. So I'm just going to delete that so it's not confusing. And we go through here to find another constraint, profit. Okay, so since there's demand for each type of TV, they want to produce 100 of each. So you can't just go like LED and then like 1, 1, 1 greater than equal to 100. Because what that would be saying is you want to at least produce 100 of them all combined. So we need to kind of put these in separate constraints. So plasma and then LCD. Put them to what they correspond to. So LCD goes to LCD, plasma goes to plasma, LED goes to LED. And these are all going to be the same sign, and they're all going to be 100. Okay, so, and that's it. So now we want to find our profit. So in order to do that, I highlight my cells so I know where the variables are and where the formulas need to go. So green is always our solution, so I'll just put solution, and then this one is going to be our max profit, because that's what we're trying to do. Left hand side is yellow, and so is slack. So now that we have that, we can start putting in our formulas. So starting with the left hand side, it's just going to equal sum product of the row next to it, comma, our solutions. And if we hit F4 on our solutions, it will lock them, and then we can drag that down. And we see that it got dragged down correctly because it's on the row and it's still on the solution. So let's do max profit. It's still going to be sum product. It's still going to be our solution, but it's going to go up to our max profit equation. And we don't need to lock that because we're not dragging that anywhere. So that's done. And then slack is just the right hand side minus the left hand side, and we can drag this down. Okay, so let's go into the solver so that we can finish this off. So our target cell is our max profit down here. Trying to maximize by changing the green cells, which is our solution. So I'm going to bunch these together because they're the same sign, and you can do that. Add those, change the sign on this one because it's equal, and finish off with these last three, making sure that the signs are okay. And make sure that you have the same rows selected because it will mess it up if you don't. So just go to OK, make sure these two are checked, assume non-linear or assume linear and non-negative, hit OK, go to solve, and I'll check these off, and we can use these in our other another tutorial, so I can go over these reports with you. Hit OK. So we see here that it's produced these two reports. These ones from another time, don't need these. And then that's it. So I hope you found this helpful.